Ian, obviously, again, we're not equipped to get into the legalese here, but this does not sound good for Daniel Snyder, and he is currently under fire from a lot of different angles. What do you make just of the developments here in recent days, including those dueling statements that went out from the team yesterday?
First of all, I would take issue with your credibility with regards to calling me the second best insider. I mean, if you say
people are saying it,
kinds of things
it's not
to
just
your
me.
Fans, what should they believe? Like, which of the other false statements of yours are they going to be subjected to? If you would lie about something as important as this, then what else would you lie about?
There's still time to lower you to number 3, Ian. So if you want to answer my question about the Commanders, feel free. Otherwise, we'll adjust the rankings again.
Whoa. No, it's fine. Firm but fair. First of all, it is interesting, and I'm kind of like you. I'm reading this stuff right now. I'm watching the press conference. I'm trying to figure out what a consumer protection lawsuit is. And, what it seems to be is basically that the Commanders pretended everything was fine while telling their fans that everything was fine, while everything was certainly not fine as it pertains to workplace misconduct and really like 5 other things with the Commanders. I mean, so many other things with the Commanders. That's what it seems to be, that they sort of allegedly defrauded the public by not admitting that they were messed up in many, many ways. That is essentially my summation. Added to the list, though, Tom. Like there's 5 other investigations. This is now another one, and obviously it's significant because it's the DCAG and all that, but it's really kind of just throw it on the pile. Like how many other things is there going to be? Is this the one thing that is the tipping point? I don't know, because there's so many other investigations going on. The people I've spoken with, high-ranking, well-sourced people, believe that Dan Snyder is leaning toward eventually selling, and I would imagine this will only sort of kick that in the right direction.
Carl Racine, the Attorney General for District of Columbia, holding his press conference now, saying in part, and this is from Mark Maskey's tweet, the office is seeking financial penalties for every incident in which the Commanders, Mr. Snyder, the NFL, and Commissioner Goodell lied to district residents dating back to July 2020, could face millions of dollars in penalties. Roping the league and the commissioner into this, certainly, Ian, I think adds another element, since the NFL has, whether it was Goodell going before Congress, whether it is having Mary Jo White to run an investigation into some of these allegations, the league has tried to, and previously finding Daniel Snyder and suspending him for whatever that's worth, based upon an earlier investigation. They've tried to play the role that they are governing the turnaround that they hope and that they talk about a lot for the Commanders. Right. What the Attorney General seems to be saying here is you are equally culpable, and I would certainly anticipate that the league is going to respond forcibly once they wrap their arms around this.
Yeah, I would imagine there'll be a statement or two coming, and I would also wonder, if the AG believes that the league looked the other way as it pertains to workplace misconduct, where and when and what proof is there? I mean, that's sort of what this is about. I mean, there's, are they going to find instances where Dan Snyder was very well aware of the workplace environment? I don't know. Anecdotally, my guess is probably there will be a couple. But at what point did the league know that the workplace, culture was so bad, and did they just ignore it? Like, I would be curious what sort of actual evidence there is of that. But one thing that I know for sure is this is all going to play out very, very publicly, because all of these things seem to play out publicly. So lucky for us, this will not be the last time we'll hear of this, unless and until Dan Snyder sells, and then, will settlement of whatever this is be part of that sale? I think that would be a question moving forward, too.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.